believe, Nagendra Sharma, that action needs to be taken against the Home Minister. Forget whether it is social media or it is electronic media, what he actually meant. Here's a minister who's on camera saying he wants to crush free speech. He wants to crush dissent. There are people speaking against him. Sushil Shinde doesn't like it. Do you think Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and Manmohan Singh owe an explanation on what they think about these comments, Nagendra Sharma?
Well, Rahul, I do not know how the Congress party will react or how its top leadership will react. The matter is extremely serious. The Home Minister of the country has issued a threat. He has gone on to the extent of taking the name of Intelligence Bureau in his Marathi speech. Intelligence Bureau, as we all know, reports to the Home Ministry.
Correct.
So one may agree or disagree with the media. One may have some criticism of the media. But the kind of language, the kind of clear, unambiguous threat that has been used by the Home Minister is certainly unpardonable. The right of, freedom for expression is an absolute right guaranteed under the Constitution, under the fundamental rights. So we find it as unpardonable.
Kanchan Gupta, are you prepared to give the Home Minister the benefit of the doubt that Sanjay Jha is asking for? Because if there's doubt in his mind, and if he can't tell electronic media from social media, then we have a real big problem as India's Home Minister. Do you think this is a threat? Do you think he's trying to intimidate free media, free speech, get them to bow down before the Congress and do what he'd like, what his political masters would like to see the media do, Kanchan Gupta?
Rahul, there's nothing spectacularly new about what the Home Minister has said. The Congress and free press have not really had a very happy coexistence. On the last occasion, there was a clash, a direct clash was when Rajiv Gandhi tried to bring about the press bell and he had to withdraw after all newspapers, there were no news channels those days, stood up in protest. So I'm personally not surprised, and you can try to put as much gloss over it that he referred to social media and not electronic media. That really doesn't make much difference. Now, having said that, I would also like to add that I do not know about the vintage of media experience of my co-panelists. I have had the good fortune, or you may call it the misfortune, of seeing media from up close since 1982. And I think there is also reason why media should introspect and ask itself, why is it that there is some sort of a question mark which is looming increasingly larger over the integrity of media as a whole. And I think media needs to reflect on that and needs to ask itself that question.
Okay, but I first want to I'm going to broaden the debate, but before that I want to come back to Sanjay Jha. Because you're saying give the minister the benefit of the doubt. So you're essentially arguing tonight that him wanting to crush electronic media is not okay. Him wanting to crush the social media is okay. Is it okay at all for the Home Minister to be using such language? Why don't we hear from the Prime Minister, his boss, or Mrs. Gandhi, his political boss, about what they think about the Home Minister's comments? He's got the Intelligence Bureau reporting to him. God alone knows what he's using the IB to do.
Rahul, let me just clarify once again. The Home Minister is responsible for the internal security of India. When he talks about crushing social media, I think what he really meant was elements within social media that have a capability to disturb the equanimity of our social life. I think that's what he's talking about. There's no question of any clampdown.
That's not what he said at all. I want to bring in Sandeep Bamzai, the editor of Mail Today.